Hello everybody, it's me, Magic. It's been a while because, I'm terrible. I don't have any good excuses this time. But I thought we could take a look at a game that I picked up a few months ago at some point, which is about growing these world trees, harvesting essence, and repairing like this giant mother tree thing. I don't really remember that much about it, so we're just gonna start a new game because, well, I want to take you guys along for the ride. In another time, long forgotten to history. We got a dream sequence, or this is like a diary almost. I like this. Style's nice. Oh, sailing the cosmos. Rosia Treasure Planet. Following the song in their hearts. Alright, I'm into that. I like that. Their journey led them to the song's source. The source of all life, Miora. That reminds you of a Greek word. Emanating from the boughs of the Evertree. It was there, beneath the tree's branches, they made their home. A little bit of backstory. Here they thrived, living peacefully in the shade of the Evertree. Their every need met through the song of Miora. Sing if you want it. They learned to shape the song, and they called this art alchemy. They became artisans, architects, and champions of industry. Their humble village grew into a grand city. I don't know if they became champions of industry. Isn't that a little antithetical to the idea of, like, taking and giving in balance, you know, with nature? Not imbalance, but, like, in balance. Oh yeah, darkness had coiled around its heart, and discord wove its way into the song of Miora because they were overusing it or abusing it or something, I bet. Dumbasses. On the dawn of the last day, the song shattered, and the great city fell silent. And in that silence, something new took root. Oh no! The Withering! Ever hungry, all-consuming. The darkness in their hearts had manifested. It overwhelmed the Evertree and destroyed their once great city. Homeless and heartbroken, their connection to the song severed. Yeah. The people fled to the far reaches of the cosmos. Like, is the universe, like, made up of these weird, floating, disconnected, sort of flat disk areas with atmospheres? Like, is there this atmosphere that permeates through the entire cosmos, as they call it? Like, I think like outer space in D&D has air and an atmosphere, right? Is it like that? But you need like a special like protective bubble around your ship if you're going to go into the outside, like whatever sphere your world is in. Like if you leave that sphere to travel to the other celestial spheres, I think they're called, right? Don't you have to have like a special protective envelope around your ship or something? I don't remember. The world seed is almost ready. Book. I say it's time we wake the apprentice. Can't we let them just sleep in a lull, blah 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 blah, copper top? The poor dear is exhausted. They've been working non-stop for days. Should I sleep in or wake up? This for me, I would sleep in, so let's sleep in. We don't have the luxury for sleep-ins. The Withering is closing in around us. I heard it scratching at the windows last night. Oh yes. Good heavens, so close? Well, it could have been a squirrel, but the Withering encroaches regardless. It's jolly well time to wake them up. We have a big day ahead of us. Ah, here I come. I awaken. Oh, I fell asleep on the book. I was studying all night, you know. This is, you know, standard character. You can just be non-binary. That's pretty chill. Anyway, what should I name this character? I'll name I'll name him Magic. Simple, right? Feature, what is... Why do you... Okay, I don't like it when games use sliders for things that really are just, like, discrete options. It's kind of weird to me, you know what I mean? Because, why not just have, like, a drop-down menu or, like, a grid of selectable features? I don't like it. Just see, they're doing it here again! What eye color is this? Like, rose? That's cool. That's kind of magic and alchemy, right? I like that, yeah. Why is the hair so jiggly? It's like jello on my head. This one is a little eccentric, it's a little weird, it's a little like, oh yeah, that's magic. These beards look so weird on... I think this character is meant to be like 16 or something. 18 or something. Yeah, we're not doing that with the facial hair. Yeah, he looks like an alchemy apprentice. Yeah, doesn't he? Yeah, we're fine. Did I forget to name him? Oh, no, I named him Magic or something, right? All right. Someone wants to talk to me? Okay, Copper Top. You crafted a world seed. We're going to... Right. So we lost all of the world seed, like, recipes or whatever, so we couldn't make world seeds, so we couldn't, like, be in balance with nature or something. That's part of why we lost all the music to begin with. And now Copperpot over here is like this alchemical cauldron that helps us to, take essence from things that we collect in the wild, and we use that to create these world seeds that then we use to grow worlds. Now, when they say worlds, what they actually mean is like a smaller tree, smaller than the Evertree, that has like these platforms attached to it, like 3 or 4, where you can go and like harvest plants and nurture creatures and stuff. It's pretty cool, but it's not exactly a world. It's not like a Myst world where like you go into a book and there's like literally an entire world inside of that book that that is constructed based on the glyphs or whatever that describe that book. Anyway, look at this. You see. First of all, who's marking my height over the years? Like, Book and Coppertop can't get up or go anywhere, right? So who's doing this? Anyway, they have a simplistic numbering system. You have 1 on the bottom, then 2, then 3, then 5, then that's 7, etc. and so forth. And if you go up to the very top, that's like 5 plus 5. That's 5 plus 5 plus 3. So, like, I'm 13. This character is 13 years old. So why do they give me the option for a full-grown beard? I don't know. Or, you know, alternatively, this character might not be 13. This character might be, like, 15 or something, because there are gaps. There are, like, 2-year gaps between the measuring of the ages on the wall there, right? And growth, you know, falls... It slows down at a certain point when you get older, right? He is so, like, decorative with his smashing. He's like, oh, gotta whirl around, right? Of course, Book and Copperpot are in the background making these glorious puns. Did I get any materials or anything? Did I just walk out? Alright, let's go. Sorry for skipping through all the text, by the way, if you wanted to read that. I just figured we would try to get into the action quickly. Oh, yeah. This is, my pet griffin. It's like a jackalope griffin thing, which is pretty cool. Ooh, that great winged creature! I thought the withering was upon us! Coppertop, be gentle. You know you start to froth when you get too agitated. How many times have I told it? How many times, I ask you? The alchemy house is not a place to perch. Coppertop, you're being very rude. That creature has a name, you know, ... I don't remember what it was. And then you get a whole selection of, like, Japanese-style names that you can choose for this guy. Or just, you know, your own custom name. Let's see. Never mind. I thought they were all Japanese for some reason. Like Kazu and Sakura and stuff like that, you know? But I guess not. Hello, Breeboo. Breeboo is ready to fly. That's right, I get to take advantage of Breeboo. Alright, let's go. Up. I'll whistle at you even though you're literally right in front of me. Boom. Away we go. Seed planter. Pretty chill. Stand beside the planter and press E to plant the world seed, dear. World seed. We get green essence, cornucopia, happiness and harmony. I don't know what that is. Air or something, sure. We can check what those essences are. But like they all have this, like you have like 20 something different types of essence that determine what the world is going to look like. So there we are. Here's the sort of platform that we have to work with to begin with. And you can see that it's like a little bit corrupted and stuff, right? So we gotta take care of that. You know, gardening, my passion. I love gardening. And these are just these are like this is like money that you can spend in stores. So like there's sort of a city building aspect to this game. Eventually you get like people showing up wanting to move in once you've sort of cleared the wither out of the withering, sorry, out of the area next to your house. You like start revealing these plazas where the old city used to be, and then people start moving in, and you get to like design their houses and stuff, and I'm terrible at it. I'm not good at designing their houses, and I spend way too much time being like, oh, there's this thing that I can also do? Well, great, now I have to restructure everything. That's a little annoying, but I think in my other, like the playthrough, it wasn't really a playthrough, but you know, like the other thing that I did with this game a few months ago when I just picked it up, and because I was really excited about the idea of like growing a world. That's so cool. The other, like I built oop, not even close. I built this city not on rock and roll, right, but I built the city and I was having difficulty like organizing and structuring it in a way that I actually liked. I think we're close to being done with the basic, you know, oh, we're just starting out with all this garbage everywhere, so anyway, yeah, I was having trouble structuring it in a way that I liked because I think, if I remember correctly, like I would unlock new buildings and I'd be like, well, now I have to figure out where I want to put that building. And then, like, I would also then just really quickly unlock, like, a new area, and I'd be like, oh, well, shit, now I have to organize this area, too? And I kept on having to do that. And, I never got to, like, settle on one city design or something. But, like, you know, it is what it is. And it was good fun. I liked exploring the new areas. That was pretty fun. I'll show you that when we get to it. I'm not planning on doing any more than like 1 or 2 episodes on this. I was just like, hey, I haven't made a video in a really long time, and if I don't start now, then I may never make another video again, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to do something, then you need to do it. Nobody else is going to do that thing for you, right? I mean, you might get lucky in you know, there's a tiny possibility that you might get lucky, right? And somebody else might do it for you if you ask really nicely, but like, what are the odds of that actually happening? Next to nothing. It's not gonna happen. Nobody, you know, nobody really cares about your goals and aspirations unless they really love you. And even if they really love you, it's not their responsibility to do it for you. So I was just sitting there thinking like, oh, do I want to make a video, or do I want to sit around and be like, I'm not doing anything useful, and it's 10 p.m. during winter break from my college, and I'm just gonna sit around doing nothing. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, no, I don't want you to give me, okay. I don't need you to tell me where to go, like, I can see it myself, but thank you. But that little thing that it just showed us, this press the G key to see where you need to go next. That is actually fairly handy once the world starts getting larger, if I remember correctly, because it can be hard to like see exactly what needs to be taken care of. But at this stage, at this time, it's not really relevant to our needs, you know what I mean? Look at that nasty miasma coming up from the ground, just disease-ridden ground, right? Disgusting, just death and wickedness rising to taint, you know what I mean? Gross. Nasty. It's even started to produce a small amount of Miura, yet something isn't right. Don't get Coppertop wrong, dear. I am sure this world will be lovely in time. It's just that it isn't growing like it did before, when people were still connected to the song. When the Everheart alchemists cared for the Evertree and Miura filled the air. Do you suppose that's why nothing is happening? When the connection to the song of Miura was lost, the Evertree stopped growing? It is possible. Long ago, everything was in harmony. The people were happy and they cared for the world around them. The song was everywhere, and the Evertree was magnificent. But now, ... What? Wow. The anime character has leveled up his abilities. Now he can fight the big bad demon. Just in the nick of time. The song. Press F to sing. The plants like it when you sing. But how? How is that possible? Yeah, I don't know how you just magically, randomly, somehow rediscover the connection to the song or whatever, but like, you know, I think we're fine with ignoring the specific logic of what's going on here, because what's more important is singing to plants. No, but seriously, that is one thing that bothered me about this game when I first played through, because I was like, I shouldn't say my first playthrough, because I only grew one world tree, like one world, right? And I started on a second one, but I really didn't develop anything farther than that. There are these like cool puzzles that you can do later on, but you see that lush and warm in the background over there? On the side, I should say, not the background. Those are the essences that I was talking about. That allows you to make more world seeds and stuff. But what I was trying to say is that it bothered me that excuse me. It bothered me that you would like you just somehow connect to the song out of nowhere. It's like your character just gains this ability, and it's like there's this backstory of how difficult it is to connect to the song now, because like, ooh, it disappeared. It's not there anymore. So I wish that there was like at least some build up, like, oh, you nurtured your first world tree, but something isn't right. It isn't growing like it used to. It's not, you know, it's not the same thing. It's not giving us essence. It's not doing all this stuff. We need to figure out how to reconnect to the song. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, so how do we go about doing that? And then you have to do like research and explore different areas and find like puzzles to solve and stuff to unlock new, you know, random stuff. And finally you would figure it out after, well, not finally, it wouldn't take that long, but there should be like some build up to it, you know what I mean? It would be a lot more fun. It's just kind of weird to just have it handed to you after it's emphasized in, you know, the prologue. Like, oh, by the way, connecting to the song is, like, impossible now. Like, the entire civilization crumbled because we couldn't connect to the song. But you just somehow, on your first day of treating the world tree, just magically reconnect with it, and we don't even know why or how. Like, okay. Anyway, Coppertop over here is like, I didn't think that was possible after it shattered. He's talking about connecting to the song, obviously, right? Yet somehow a shred of it remains, and you found a way to connect with it. Is there anything you wanted to discuss? Is that all the information you're going to give to me? Because if that is true, then I don't see any reason to, like, ask other questions. But let's try again. Let's see what they say about Miura. The fact that even small amounts of Miura still exists is fantastic. That should say still exist. Without it, those plants would never have been able to grow and bloom. It also means that the Evertree is responding to your actions. Is there anything you wanted to discuss? I'm tired. Leave me alone. Go away. We're sleeping. Press E near your bed when you're ready to sleep. Don't let the bug beds bite. They're huge, you see. Okay, yes, thank you. I'm sleeping. How, like, did they explain how they can, like, remote view me? Hello, dear. Isn't this exciting? In the space of a day, our lives suddenly become much busier. But to stay on top of these new projects, we're going to need somewhere handy to write everything down. Fortunately for us, I'm pretty useful to write things down in, so I thought I would lend you a hand to help you keep track of your goals. Let me show you what I mean. Blah, 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 blah. Press B to open the book, by which I mean me. Yes, okay, B, book, hi, book. I'll keep track of information about goals, quests, and districts for you. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of just trivial stuff that is pretty easy to understand. These are goals that we can work toward. You have these districts, right? So we know Alchemist Grotto, that's where I live. Then we have these other districts that we can unlock that citizens live in, and you get like Miura and stuff from them, I think, depending on how happy they are. These are goals, and these are like achievements within those goals. These are like overarching quest lines, is a better way of putting it. So yeah, let's see. I've finished that one. I tended to it. Let's unlock it. We got ice cream wallpaper. Great present. I totally want and need that. And sleep like a log. Fall asleep. Be lazy. And that is comfort. That is comforting. It did look like two people dancing, but I didn't know what to make of that. Sleep 10 times. Okay, that's pretty easy. Let's see. Blessed are the tree makers. 0 out of 40 trees. Do they mean like trees, or do they mean, they don't mean world trees, they mean like trees that grow out of the world trees. Okay. Okay. Oh man, I had to process that for a second. Minor inconvenience. Alright, so that's just a quick overview of what we're going to be working toward, and that's fine. Oh, by the way, I noticed something kind of small and furry outside earlier. Not quite sure what that is. I hope it's not being rude. You should go outside and check it out. Yeah. I'm not gonna scare it off. It's part of the major quest line. I can't scare it off. It's an Everkin. Everkin can teleport around. They have like a special connection with the song or whatever, and we can skip through this. We don't need to know all this. Go talk to the Everkin. Basically, we're going to follow him, and we're going to go to the little portal area back here, and then he's going to take us to the Everkin village, where last time I played this game, I spent like 6 hours doing nothing but hanging out there because I was like exploring and like, ooh, what is this? What is this thingy, etc. and so forth. Oh, look at this bug! I don't have a bug catching net yet though, so I can't catch it. Let me through. Thank you. As you can see, interesting color palette. I like it. It's interesting. Helpful Everkin. Helpkin. Wowzers! You actually followed me through the portal. I'm glad all that cavorting worked. For reference, if you didn't catch it, Book and Copperpot were talking about cavorting and stuff, which is like such a weird word to use in this instance, but that's part of why it's funny. Where are my manners? Welcome to the Wherever Tree Tender. I like that name. Elderkin, the oldest and probably wisest of us Everkin, really wants to meet you. You can find Elderkin in the middle of the village. So basically he's just going to tell us like, oh, you reconnected with the song, we sensed that, and where did he say to go? I don't remember. I'm gonna assume it's where this giant marker is, though. Yeah. He'll just speak for himself. Tree Tender, you're here. It's been so long since we've had a bigling visit us in the Wherever. Because every non-human creature needs a different way of referring to human or human-esque creatures, right? Like, you have the warrior cats referring to us as two legs, and the everkins referring to us as biglings, and, you know, whatever else. Dwarves calling us whatever it is they call us. It was the Evertree that called us back to Alaria. We heard it whispering, ... It said that hope still lingered in the heart of one of its children, and here you are. If you have questions, I will help where I can. I don't really have questions. These are all pretty self-explanatory. Everkin are a race of creatures that have existed since before human. Oh, I guess it's not self-explanatory. We were the first youngling tribes sung into being. So younglings are creatures that were spawned by, like, the Evertree, basically. Thus, we were named after the source of our creation, the Evertree. We are, or were, the keepers of the Evertree's heart. As its keepers, we have always been able to communicate with the Evertree. But when the song shattered, the withering overwhelmed its heart. Before it went silent, it cried out to us one last time. It asked us to save ourselves, to leave Alaria before it was too late. And then we heard the tree no more. We thought we had failed it. It's actually really sad. If you have questions, I will help where I can. And yeah, the Evertree, it's that big tree. The song, it's the magic of the universe. Tree tender, that's me. I take care of the tree and help make sure that it lives in balance. Children. This is the people that it's basically the things that the Evertree made. Younglings, again, things that the Evertree made. Biglings, that's me. Some of my Everkin might seek your assistance. Many have never seen a bigling before, so please indulge them if you can. But before you leave, take the tools. They are our gifts to you. This is our way of supporting you on our journey, Tree Tender. Thank you, Elderkin. Bugnet, a gentle tool for catching bugs, guaranteed not to harm the bugs, because it's a magic net. And then he just goes over like where some of the Everkin that I can go help are, and this is why I spent so long here. I didn't really spend 6 hours, but I spent like an hour or two last time I was here, and yeah. He needs to catch some big bugs, right? Catcherkin, obviously. We have this guy who needs to, like, I forget. Bumpkin? I don't remember what he needs. Watering Kid. This guy's funny, actually. Broken, with that one made me laugh. I loved that name. Then we have Chopkin. I think that's everyone. And we have like the kids that we need to find. Yeah, Kinderkin. Anyway, that's what we gotta do. So yeah, this is, you know, welcome to Grow, Song of the Evertree. A fun little game that I will continue in the next episode. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a nice day and a nice week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Energy. I am excited. Excitement. Yeah. So excited. People can pick up on the level of excitement that you have. I'm energetic. Ooh, crazy energy. Yeah.